Out of those two images, which does look more natural and believable to you? If you've chosen image B, we've chosen the same image. But do you know why? A lot of people here on YouTube talk about motivated lighting, and no one ever really talks about levels. They tell you where to place your light, but they're not telling you how bright that light should be in relation to the source that it's motivated from. And if you mess up these levels, the whole motivated lighting thing will just fall apart because it looks unnatural and unbelievable. And that's exactly why levels and relationships is such an important thing. Let's talk about image A first. You can see the practical is in the bottom right corner, and that practical, if you compare the relative brightness of that practical lamp to the illumination that's happening on the key side of my face, as well as the illumination of the practical in relation to the illumination of the background here, you can clearly tell that this little lamp at that brightness would not be able to light and illuminate that key side of my face as well as the background. And we can verify that by looking at a stop-based exposure map. Here we can see the exact same image with a LUT that I built for myself that mimics how EL zone works. And if you take a look at the lamp here, you can see that it's a stop to half a stop below middle gray. But if you take a look at the illumination, the key side of my face, you can see that we're hitting middle gray as well as maybe half a stop to a stop below middle gray. If we take a look at image B, however, the whole scene is darker, but that is a creative choice. So if we take a look at the practical here, it's in the exact same spot. However, this time it appears to be way brighter in relation to the ambience, because the ambience now is way darker with way more control, as well as the levels on our key side aren't as bright as before. And we can verify that by just looking at the stop-based exposure a lot. And you can clearly see that the brightest part of that lamp is 2 stops above middle gray. The background is -4 to -5 stops below middle gray. And the key side of my face is -1 stop below middle gray. But why is that image more believable than image A? And in that case, the answer is really simple, because something that is dimmer can just shoot more level at you than it has in the first place. To go into a little bit more technical, the further light travels from the source, the weaker that light becomes. If you double the distance from the light source, you will not get half the light. You will just roughly get a quarter of light. So the further you go, the less light will be there. And because that lamp is not right up against my face, it should not have the exact same level that my key light has. However, if we go to a different example, the same thing applies. Now, we're still motivated the key light in direction. However, we did not motivate in brightness, because you can clearly see that the key side of my face is way brighter than from the curtains and shears in the background here that are serving as motivation. We can once again verify that by checking our stop-based exposure LUT. If we take a look at the curtains and shears in the background, we can see that they are sitting -1 to minus half a stop below middle gray. If we take a look at the illumination on the key side of our subject's face, we can see that we're half a stop over middle gray, hitting middle gray, and half a stop under middle gray. So once again, something that is dimmer should illuminate our key side brighter than the original source. That is physically impossible. If you go to the exact same scene, that is way more believable, because we've motivated from the correct side, and we've also set our levels believable. And I'm saying believable levels on purpose, not correct levels, because lighting levels are still a creative choice. There is no single exposure value for a window or a curtain, and there is no single brightness value for a practical lamp. It all just depends on the mood and the relationship between the motivation and the source has to make sense. But once again, we can verify that by looking at the stop-based exposure lot. We can see that the majority of our curtain is 2 to 3 stops above middle gray. If you look at the illumination of a subject's face, we're hitting half a stop above middle gray at max. That is a believable ratio because light loses intensity as it travels further and further from the source. So having that window at the exact same value as my key light, or even below the value of my key light, would just not look natural and believable. And that's the whole point. Motivated lighting is not just simply about putting the light in the right place. It's about making the light behave like it belongs to the source that we see in the scene or we imply in the scene. So next time you set up a motivated light, do not only ask yourself where to place that light, also ask how bright should that light be in relationship to the source, and is that relationship still believable?